Welcome to another happy hour hang. How is everyone feeling? How is everyone doing? I see that George is already in the chat. Hey everyone, happy Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. I'm stuck at home with the flu. Oh no! George, please feel better. I feel like there is a nasty, nasty flu going around. So please take care of yourself. Please rest up. Yes, please tell Vicky that we said hello as well. I see Reggie is in here. Macy, Britt, Jessica, sending you so much love and hugs today, Jessica. Amy as well. Maria. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Patty is in here. Melissa, Georgina, Christy, Maya, Georgina. You guys, we have so much to get into on this happy hour hang. Jessica said OT time. Yay. Ruth, hi. Yes, you guys, there is a lot of Bieber tea. So everybody buckle up, prepare yourselves. Also, hi Joy, hi Jelena. The Bieber tea is going to be plentiful today, and it's just a lot to break down. Obviously, we've been talking about Justin Bieber's appearance as of late. We know people have been concerned, but now to have somebody from Justin's team speak out and address it, you know, this rarely happens, which also tells me just how loud the noise must have been for them to finally address this. Then we also have a little bit of tea from Hailey's perspective of it all. So we got a lot to get into. I also saw Crimson Rose pop in, Tammy pop in, Dave, Robert, Jules sending you love and hugs as well. Jules said, hi, it's been a rough few days. Jules, this is your time to now sit back, relax, have a little distraction. You guys know that is always what I want these happy hour hangs to be, what I want the House of Hill to be, is just your time whenever life is lifing to just enjoy this community, get into a little bit of tea, have some giggles, and just have our alone time for the House of Hill. Also, hi Poetry Chick, hello. In addition to all of the Bieber tea that we're gonna be getting into, you guys, we're also gonna talk about the Oscars and Carlos Sofia. We're gonna talk about Kanye and Bianca, Kylie and Timothy, J-Lo and Ben Affleck. Then we're gonna get into this Bieber tea, a little bit of Selena, and then we're gonna end with a little Taylor and Travis. Reggie said the House of Hill is a big family, right? Exactly. And families who tea together stay together, okay? Also, Dave, I'm so sorry to hear that about your mom. Mom broke her hip Saturday, and Sis and I are figuring out the next steps. Dave, that is no easy feat. I'm hoping that your mom heals quickly, and that you all can figure out these next steps with ease. Sending you all of the positive vibes. How was everyone's weekend? It sounds like some people had a rough couple of days. You guys know I went to Disney this past weekend. Me personally, I'm experiencing a little bit of a Disney hangover. And if you've ever had one of those, it's not like a hangover from indulging in too many adult beveraginos. It's just you're tired, you ate a lot of snacks. Like my stomach is slowly recovering from eating all of the things. Walking a ton. It just, also I feel like you're having so much fun and you're so excited and you're so overstimulated that finally when you come home and you're back to reality, it's like, oh yeah, this is what life is like. I forgot about this. Oh yes, reality. So I am personally experiencing a little bit of a Disney hangover, so slowly getting back into the swing of things today. I saw Miss Jackie X also just popped in. It was a lot of fun, Robert. Thank you so much. I was sending pics to the House of Hill group chat for all of the members. And then let's see, I saw Jelena say it was an emotionally transformative weekend, which is amazing. We're getting ready to go into a new month. March is upon us, which means Taurus season is right around the corner, you guys. Still a little bit of ways away, but it feels like it will be here before we know it. And for me, honestly, April is when my life is gonna go from 0 to 100. So busy. That's when all of the wedding festivities start. Actually, I guess technically March, because one of the bridal showers is in March, but it's gonna be crazy. I feel like time is flying by. The fact that it's already March is just insane. Also, Tatiana popped in. Hi, Madison. I want to say thank you for doing these happy hour hangs. I'm dealing with really bad OCD and mental health, and your videos help a lot. Tatiana, that is exactly what we are here for. We are a community for you. So thank you for being here. Sending you all of the love and hugs. I also saw Crimson Rose said, I had car issues. Oh God, nothing freaking worse. RIP to my car, but we'll be getting a new one. Volkswagen's just been watching a ton of YouTube car reviews. Crimson Rose, I just want to say, I don't even think you knew this, because why would you? But I'm a Volkswagen girly. So I will say, my Volkswagen has never failed me. Knock on wood. But you guys know car stuff never fails to stress me out. So Crimson Rose, I know that there is no greater anxiety than that, but I am telling you also, I can attest, Volkswagens are where it's at. Let's see. Miss Jackie X said, as a March Pisces, I'm excited for March to be here. Oh, my sister's a March Pisces too. March 7th. I'm telling you, it's literally, time is freaking flying. Crimson Rose also mentioned that, or a Volvo, and I don't know about anyone else, but anytime I see a Volvo, I always think of Twilight. Like, obviously, Edward Cullen, the Cullens all loved Volvos. Volvo equals Twilight in my mind forever. Abby said, my cousin gets married next Sunday. It is the year of love. It is the year of love. 2025, mark my words, the year of love. We have so many weddings in the House of Hill, and I think it is such an exciting time. I absolutely love that. So excited for your cousin, Abby. That is going to be a time. Erica said, hi, House of Hill. I need some fun tea. Elon is, oh no, threatening my job, and it's been very stressful. Erica, sounds like someone will be added to the junk punch in public list, even though he kind of was already on there. I am so sorry that that is happening. That is incredibly stressful. But yes, this is going to be your time to forget about it. Not forget, but obviously your time to take a break from the stress. That is exactly what these hangs are here for. Also, Kate just popped in as well. My mom is a March Pisces. We got a lot of March Pisces. We got a lot of emotions. The Pisces love their emotions, which is a good thing, Also, I saw Lisa pop in as well. Hello, hello. Life with Marissa, you are totally fine. Totally fine. Thanks for always making sure I look good in your screenshots, girly. You guys, we are going to go ahead and get into this tea because I want to make sure we have plenty of time. But before we do all of that, can you guys give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already? If you're new here, definitely subscribe. Come hang out with us more. Make sure your notification bell is on. That way when notifications work, you get the YouTube notification. Thank you for engaging in the chat. That helps YouTube know that people are watching, and it will help other people get their YouTube notifications. Also, one other quick reminder, you guys know that I launched the House of Hill membership. If you want to join the membership, highly recommend you do so. You get so much more exclusive content. You get basically all access to me as well. With the membership, you get access to a members only live every Tuesday. You get access to a members only live every Friday. I'll be posting a Disney vlog for the members video this week. And then you also get access to the most fun part of the membership, which is the House of Hill group chat over on Discord. It truly is a time and just another amazing extension of this already amazing fam, this amazing community. Georgina said, Madison, I became a member this weekend and so happy chatting up on all of your membership videos. Catching up on all the membership videos. Oh my God, Georgina, I'm so happy that you've been enjoying catching up. I am so happy that you're loving them. That is exactly my intention and exactly what I want to hear. So Georgina, welcome. I'm so pumped to have you. After this live, make sure to check the community tab. That way you can get the invite link for the group chat, because I definitely want to get you in there. You are going to love that as well. Also, I see some people asking about Courtney. Courtney is doing great. Courtney is doing well. We are very well aware we need to get our act together when it comes to the podcast. Our schedules have just been crazy. We've been having a hard time getting back to our routine recording the podcast just because of certain things that have popped up for both of us. So we are trying to get back on it. We have been in communication with our editor as well. So just know we are working on it. Hopefully this week we'll be able to get it together, but it's not anything like wrong. The podcast isn't going anywhere. It's just simply mine and Courtney's schedules have been crazy, and we've just been missing each other when it comes to recording times. But we will get it together and we will bring it back because we love doing the podcast. It's our way to work together. And we both also have goals to grow the podcast this year as well. Also, thank you guys for the compliments on my shirt. I literally threw this little zip up on because I realized I was still in my workout top from earlier. And I was like, I probably need to put something else on. So thank you guys. That was really, really sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this tea. I said Brandy. Hi, Maddie. Love your channel. Brandy, thank you for being here. So happy to have you. And then also happy belated birthday to D-Glow. My birthday was on Saturday. Happy birthday to everyone with an upcoming birthday. Happy belated birthday. I hope you had a fantastic, fantastic birthday weekend. And we're going to keep the birthday celebrations going. You guys know I love a birthday month. Not just a birthday, not just a birthday week, a birthday month. So, D-Glow, we are going to keep the celebrations going. Also, hi Betty, you're just on time for the tea. We're getting into everything right now. Also, hi Yummy Lex as well. Okay, you guys, kicking things off, talking about Carla Sofia Gascon. So it has now been confirmed that Carla is in fact going to attend the Oscars. Now remember, this has been something that's kind of been up in the air after Carla's Twitter scandal. Carla is the star of Amelia Perez, and if you remember, about a month ago now, some of her old tweets resurfaced that were terrible. There were racist tweets, Islamophobic tweets. There was a tweet where she seemingly called Selena Gomez a rich rat. Now, she did say that tweet about Selena Gomez was fake. She apologized for her other tweets, but her Twitter scandal has essentially cast this huge shadow on everyone who worked on Amelia Perez, has cast a huge shadow on Netflix. And even Selena Gomez herself has said that this scandal has taken away some of the magic of this Oscars campaign that they've all been going on and working so hard towards. You guys know the director also did an interview and was like, I have not spoken to Carla. She needs to do some self-reflection. And it was a big question on whether or not she was going to attend the Oscars because Netflix had stopped paying for her travel to do a lot of the pre-Oscars events. But now, according to Variety, they've confirmed she is going to be there. Netflix is going to pay for her travel expenses. However, what is up in the air, and I'm curious what y'all think about this. Hi, Hannah. So what has not been decided yet is if Carla will pose for photos with the rest of the cast on the carpet. Pretty much everything they had done before this, they all always pose for photos together. But right now that is up in the air. And also it's up in the air on where she will sit during the Oscars. Like, will she sit with everybody else? Will she not? What do you guys think is the right thing? Like, I personally feel like the rest of the cast is likely not going to want to pose for photos together or sit with Carla because they're not going to want all of the conversations of the night to revolve around the scandal. Because let's be real, a lot of the conversations are already gonna go that way. So I'm sure the cast is going to wanna try to be as separated as possible. But then I'm like, where does Carla sit though? So all the cast of Amelia Perez is gonna sit in one area and she's gonna sit somewhere else. Like, the whole situation is awkward. The whole situation is unfortunate. Superstar Bella said, put Carla at a table in the back. Patty said, no photos. Superstar Bella said, no photos, please. Abby said she should not even be inside. Jessica said, I wouldn't want someone putting their arm around me if they called me a rich rat, even though that tweet was fake. And the reason why I'm with y'all on questioning the Selena tweet of it all is because she owned up to all of the other horrible things she tweeted, saying, you know, I apologize. I shouldn't have said those things. I was not thinking. She acknowledged those tweets and their existence, but the Selena tweet, she was like, oh, that one was fake. So that's why a lot of people are not really buying the excuse she's selling when it comes to the Selena tweet. And honestly, if I were Selena, and Zoe Saldana and everyone who worked in the film, I'd be like, you've already kind of ruined this moment enough. I don't want any photos. I don't want to sit together. Like, let's just separate ourselves. You know what I mean? Hannah said, I'm glad I saw the movie before the scandal. Would have ruined it for me. I know. And it's like one of those things. Once there's a scandal, it's so hard to rewatch that movie, right? Which is unfortunate. Again, unfortunate. Let's see. Unserious said, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't like cancel culture, and I think grown folks gotta let it go. What do people want from her? To beg for forgiveness at people's feet? Just move on, TBH. That is obviously totally an opinion. And you guys, there's no like unpopular opinions here. You guys know I want to create a safe space where people can share what they're thinking as long as we are respectful of one another. That is always what we do here in the House of Hill. We have conversations. And I do see what you're saying, Unserious, how cancel culture has definitely gotten crazy. I think it's gotten a little bit better. Maybe not. I think more so where a lot of the cast is coming from is the fact, obviously they disagree with what she said, which fair, but also the fact that this has completely taken away from their hard work. And I can admit that if I was a part of this film and I put my heart and soul into this film and now nobody was asking me about the work and all people wanted to know about was Carla and her inappropriate tweets, I would feel some type of way. I would feel some type of way on multiple levels because I'd be like, A, I disagree with what she was saying, and B, now no one's talking about the movie and the impact. Now everyone is just talking about the scandal. And for me, as if I was someone who worked on this film, it's kind of like I've been in a situation where like I put a lot of effort into something and one person ruined it. And I know how frustrating that can be. And so I think that's why I empathize with Selena, Zoe, the director. You know, especially too, if you guys were such close friends and then this kind of feels like a betrayal. Oh, I don't know. It's hard. I don't know what the right thing is going to be. I don't know what they're going to do with her. I don't know how the red carpet is going to play out. But what I do know is I will be watching. Because I want the tea. I want to see how this whole situation plays out. Betty said, I haven't been able to watch the movie because of what happened with her. Britt said, I also dislike cancel culture. Nonetheless, what was said is disappointing and has shifted the focus from the film to the tweets. And of course, it makes it awkward for the cast. Exactly. I agree. Kate said, I love Selena and Zoe, but the movie itself is so bad in my opinion. As a Latin person living in Latin America, it was so out of touch, TBH. No, Kate, you are not the only person who feels that way. A lot of people have criticized Emilia Perez as a film, as a whole. I just saw Crimson Rose say T. Jelena said, like, yeah, I get morally we shouldn't write people off, and I get that and agree with that, but I also believe in consequences. All actions have consequences, for sure. Jocelyn also said, I'm Mexican, the movie is trash. Like I said, a lot of people agree with you guys. When it came out that it was the most nominated film at the Oscars, people were feeling some type of way. People were like, who did Netflix pay to make this happen? Lizzie also raised her hand. Y'all are not alone. Also, hi, Amy Poole. Hello. I just saw you pop in. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on. Giovanna said the movie was at least original. Okay, T. I like both sides of people's opinions of the film. Let's go ahead and move on and get into this Kanye West Bianca sensory tea, you guys. So Kanye and Bianca haven't filed any divorce paperwork yet. Remember, the last we heard about them, there were rumors that they were going their separate ways. There were rumors that these two were finally going to be done, that divorce paperwork was going to be filed here in the next coming days. However, they were seen together this weekend. So according to TMZ, both Kanye and Bianca showed up to appeared to be some like performance art situation in Koreatown. they showed up at this performance. Bianca was a part of the performance for like a minute. She entered onto the stage in kind of this like retro nurse's uniform. She was fully clothed, so that was a different thing than we normally see. But they both attended this performance art. Again, she was on stage for about a minute. Kanye was there supporting her. He was just wearing like an all black fit. He was definitely seen watching her, supporting her. People are now questioning like what the heck is actually going on. And I wish I had more insight into what the heck is actually going on. But when it comes to Kanye and Bianca, I feel like these two, and this is just my opinion, y'all can let me know what you think too. I feel like these two literally change daily when it comes to their relationship status. Like, one day, I feel as though Kanye could be team, I'm done, we're getting a divorce, I'm filing GTFO. And then 2 days later, I could see Kanye changing his mind and being like, oh no, all's fine, we're gonna go to this thing this weekend and I'm gonna support you and we're married and I love you and business as usual. It just feels very back and forth. It feels very unstable. I don't understand it. I don't think we ever will. I see you guys saying that these rumors of them possibly breaking up, not bringing up, it could just be PR. It brings more attention to them, which is so true. And we know Kanye likes that. Kanye likes the attention. Kanye is not going to be upset with them being in the headlines more than they're not. It's just a lot of back and forth. A lot of back and forth. So yes, they are legally married. I just saw Jessica ask that question. I want to address. They are legally married and they do not have a prenup, allegedly. So that also could play a reason as to why nothing has happened on the legal front. If you remember when it first was reported that Kanye and Bianca got married, initial reports stated that it was a spiritual ceremony, but then later we did find out they do in fact have a marriage license. They are legally married to one another, and we do know reportedly there is no prenup. And Kanye has been talking about how he's back to being a billionaire. So Bianca could stand to get a pretty penny if they do end up going their separate ways. But judging at the fact that they were at this thing this weekend, they were both there. Like I said, she was part of the performance. I'm thinking whatever they were going through when those reports came out after the Grammys, things seem to have, I guess, kind of evened out, and they seem to be okay for now. I feel like do not be surprised if in a week or so we hear that they're going through another rough patch. It's giving unstable, in my opinion. Britt said, I don't think Bianca is victim. I think she knows what she's doing. She might not agree with everything, but the no prenup will come in handy if they were to split eventually. Oh no, and you guys know I've said this. I have definitely changed my opinion of Bianca, I would say in the past couple of weeks, especially seeing her at the Grammys. I feel like when I first saw these outfits that she was going out in public and I saw her and Kanye's relationship, I was like, he is controlling her. This is weird. This is too much. But I have since flipped my opinion on that. I believe Bianca is making these decisions. I think she knows what she is doing. She is consciously aware of making these decisions. And whether or not Kanye has influenced her, yes, that could be a thing. But I definitely think I was not giving her enough credit at the beginning. And I think she knows what she's doing. I think she's very smart, probably smarter than a lot of us are wanting to give her credit for. And yeah, this whole like Kanye's controlling Bianca thing, I don't really believe that anymore. Girl showed up butt naked to the Grammys, okay? Butt naked to the Grammys. she had to have autonomy over that decision. She's the one who decided to take the jacket off. Like, that was still one of the wildest things I've witnessed in a while. Like, you always are questioning how Kanye is gonna up the ante, and you're always like, there's no way he's going to be able to. And then he does something like that. So we'll obviously keep an eye on the whole Kanye Bianca situation, but I just wanted you guys to know that they were seen out together this weekend, and time will only tell to see what happens with these two. Let's go ahead though and move on and get into Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. We're gonna talk about Kylie and Timothy, J-Lo and Ben, and then we're gonna get into the Justin and Hailey of it all. If you guys are here and you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, we have over 200 people watching. Please go ahead and hit this video with the thumbs up. It does help. So you guys, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, people were wondering, where was Kylie Jenner? Why did she not attend the SAG Awards with Timothée Chalamet? And I am here to tell you, People Magazine reports that Kylie was never confirmed to attend the SAG Awards. She was never RSVP'd as a +1. It was never part of the plan that Kylie was going to go to the SAG Awards. Yes, we've been seeing her attend other events with Timothy as of late, but the SAG Awards was never part of the plan, so it's not some big drama as to why she wasn't there last night. Never RSVP'd, never had a plan to go. Shout out to Timothy though. Timothy did take home the award for Best Male Actor in a Lead Role at the SAG Awards. He honestly had a really great speech. I liked what he had to say, how he's trying to be one of the greats, and how this is just gonna fuel his fire to continue to try to be one of the greats, and how he's going to just wants to continue perfecting his craft and, you know, kind of making his mark on the industry. I don't know, I really liked what he had to say. Also, I see some of you guys bringing up Kylie's hairstylist. Yes, so sad news. Kylie's longtime hairstylist sadly, unexpectedly passed away at the age of 34. TMZ reported today that she's paying for his funeral expenses. She's trying to help the family as much as she can. So that is also incredibly sad. I know Kim and Khloe have also said something about him as well. So it's probably best that Kylie didn't attend the SAG Awards. She has a lot going on, dealing with that loss as well. So I just wanted to clarify, there was no drama as to why Kylie wasn't there. It was never part of the plan. And again, she is dealing with a loss herself. Sandra, hi Chica, I'm here. So sorry. Oh my gosh. Sandra, I am so incredibly, incredibly sorry for your loss. If everyone could please send Sandra love, hugs, prayers, positive vibes. Sandra, I am so, so, so incredibly sorry. I am sending you the biggest virtual hug. And just know that myself and the House of Hill fam is here for you. Whatever you need, we are a support system for you. Angela said, did we talk about one of Diddy's lawyers quitting? So, Angela, yeah, I talked about it in the members only video on Friday. That's why you guys should join the membership. You get a lot more tea and a lot of exclusive tea. So yes, one of Diddy's lawyers ended up stepping down 3 months ahead of trial. Big deal. Okay, let's go ahead and move on from this Kylie and Timothy tea and get into the J-Lo and Ben tea, because I want to make sure we have plenty of time to get into Bieber's, then Selena, then Taylor and Travis. Okay, you guys. So J-Lo and Ben. This is some really interesting tea. And I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. Also, thank you, Elizabeth. You are so sweet. So, new report from the Daily Mail giving us, Juliana said, big deal is crazy. No, I didn't mean that sarcastically. It really is a big deal that the lawyer stepped down. I didn't know, I didn't mean for it to come off sarcastically. It really is like crazy that he stepped down. Unfortunately, we don't know the exact reasons as to why he stepped down, because the reasons are protected by attorney-client privilege, but we just know this lawyer said, I can no longer represent him. So that tells me morally, this is my opinion, morally, something is not sitting well with this man, that he cannot represent him. We're probably never going to know the exact reason, again, because he says these reasons are protected. We're never going to know. And as Andrea just said, I'm a criminal defense attorney. Most of the time it's because they asked you to do something illegal, unethical. I watch a lot of Law and Order, Andrea. That's what I was saying. I feel like, in my opinion, it has to do with the moral compass. But yeah, 3 months before trial. Really bad. Chelsea, we were just talking about one of Diddy's attorneys stepping down and no longer wanting to represent him 3 months before his trial is set to kick off. And now we're getting into the J-Lo and Ben tea that I have. So a new report from the Daily Mail, you guys, is giving an update on Violet Affleck and J-Lo's relationship. So Violet is Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck's oldest daughter. Remember, she was previously very close with J-Lo and J-Lo's family. I don't know if you guys remember this, but shortly after J-Lo and Ben filed for divorce, we even talked about how J-Lo's sister went and visited Violet at her college campus. Again, we had heard that J-Lo was still very close with Violet and all of Ben and Jennifer Garner's kids. So that's why this report actually came as a little bit of a surprise to me. She's in school. She's in college. So technically an adult, yes, but she's a college student. That's her age range. But according to this insider who spoke to the Daily Mail, you guys, Violet has now cut ties with J-Lo and her family. The source said, quote, Violet felt like she was used as a pawn, so to speak, during her dad's split from J-Lo. Apparently, Jennifer Garner was a little cautious about J-Lo and Violet maintaining such a close relationship after the divorce, but she didn't want anything to interfere. She wasn't trying to cause a wedge between them. The source said that Jennifer just wants Violet to be happy with whoever she decides to spend time with, even if she disagrees. The source said, quote, over time, Violet started to see how upset her father was with their split at the center of everything. This insider maintains that Ben has never said a bad word about J-Lo to Violet, and that she's a highly intelligent girl who is ultimately just a dad's girl. So that's why we won't see any more public outings between J-Lo and Violet. What do we think about Violet cutting off J-Lo, her feeling like she was starting to be used as a pawn in the divorce? What are our thoughts? I honestly am not that surprised about this, to be honest with you guys. I feel like because Violet is a little bit older, she probably is more aware of a lot of the aspects that are going on between J-Lo and Ben Affleck and their divorce. And it's of no surprise to me that if you feel as though something is a little bit off, you're likely going to side with the person who is your parent. You know what I mean? Especially because her and Ben do have a good relationship. As the source said, she's a dad's girl. She's going to side with Ben. It's of no surprise to me that maybe now some things have happened. She feels as though it's not in her best interest to maintain a close relationship with her once stepmom. And now she's not going to be spending a lot of time with her or her family. That doesn't seem out of bounds to me. That doesn't seem out of the realm of the possibilities. I also have to say, I respect Jennifer Garner for just being her, y'all. I don't know how Jennifer Garner has found so much peace. Like, the fact that Jennifer Garner has put up with everything that Ben Affleck put her through, has been there as a mediator between Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, sat back and like watched Violet kind of figure out this relationship with J-Lo herself and decide to take a step back. Like, I just truly don't know how Jennifer Garner found her level of zen, but I would like to know where and how I can do the same thing, because anytime I read anything about Jennifer Garner, I'm just like, how are you such a calm, cool, and collected human? Like, she genuinely is a saint. I don't know how she does it. But I want for her to write a book. I need a step-by-step process. Like, I need to know how I can find Jennifer Garner's level of zen, okay? Charlie said maybe J-Lo did something that hurt her dad, so she's stepping back. And even if it wasn't necessarily something that was like hurtful to Ben, maybe it was she overheard a comment, maybe she has been seeing her dad stressed out. Like, it could be a multitude of things. And I also want to make it clear, I'm not even saying J-Lo's necessarily in the wrong here. Like, maybe J-Lo literally didn't do anything. It's just the fact that this divorce is stressful on her dad. It's gotten to a point that Violet just doesn't feel like she needs to engage in this relationship anymore. Like, it might not even be anything bad. I know the source said Violet felt like she was being used as a pawn, but even taking that out of it, it might genuinely just be like, she just feels as though this relationship is no longer serving her and she's got to put up that boundary, which is totally 1000% okay. You know? Bella said Ben's karma is never, ever, ever getting back together with Jen Garner. Literally, T. That man does not deserve Jennifer Garner. That much is so clear. So freaking clear. Also, hi, Megan. I'm so happy you were able to make it. Hello, hello. Mona Lisa said even if there was nothing weird going on, she may have decided to stop being close to J-Lo to save her dad some stress. Also that. I feel like it sounds really jarring at first, but when you kind of dissect the tea and sift through everything, you're like, honestly, it makes sense. It makes sense to me that she would put up a boundary at this point with J-Lo. Keep in mind, they have come to a divorce agreement. They're just waiting for a judge to sign on the dotted line and say, you are officially divorced. So that's what they're waiting for. But they have come to an agreement, which is good. So they're also both been declared legally single. So the process is moving forward. But they're just waiting for a judge to officially sign on the dotted line. Also, hi, Miley. Hello, hello. Superstar Bella said, it's nothing wrong with Violet cutting ties with J-Lo. Her and Ben were only married for a hot minute. J-Lo is the one who let Ben spin the block twice on her. I also do think Ben got in J-Lo's head a little bit too. I think they both went 0 to 100 with one another the second time around when they probably shouldn't have. Crimson Rose said J-Lo cares about optics and pride. So like I said before, she's Ben's sword on his side by doing this and using the kids as an excuse. It would be more believable if she did the same with A-Rod's kids. That was crazy. How she was so close with A-Rod's kids, and then it was like they broke up and it was cut ties right then and there. That was wild. Wild. And then Betty said codependency. Gardner needs to attend Al-Anon meetings. Oh, about her relationship with Ben Affleck. Yeah, I think I see where you're coming from, Betty. I guess maybe I look at it as that's the father of her children, so maybe that's why she gives him so many passes, but I totally 1000% see what you're saying. But still, I applaud her for her level of patience, because I don't know if I will ever have the level of patience that Jennifer Garner has, to be honest. I try and I work on it, but she has a level of patience that is unfreaking matched. Okay, guys, let's go ahead, though, and move on and get into this Justin and Hailey tea, because there is a lot of it. I want to make sure we have plenty of time to discuss. Then we're going to talk about Selena and with a little Taylor and Travis. So the big topic of conversation today, you guys, and if you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, we have over 220 people watching, If you could give this video a thumbs up, that would be super helpful. The Biebers have been the big topic of conversation, y'all. So it is no secret that people have been questioning Justin Bieber's appearance as of late. We've talked about it on here. I've talked about it in YouTube Shorts. It has been an ongoing topic of discussion that Justin Bieber doesn't look like his old self. Justin Bieber doesn't look healthy. Justin Bieber looks angry. He looks stressed. He looks like he's lost weight. His eyes look sunken in. All of those things have been heavily, heavily, heavily discussed. So the noise must have gotten really, really loud because now his rep has spoken to TMZ and tried to dispel rumors that he is using any hard substances. Now, the reason why Justin and potential substance use is being brought back up, I feel like those whispers are always kind of there given Justin's past, but the reason why those whispers have grown to loud discussions is because of his behavior at Hailey's recent road pop-up event in LA. Videos of Justin's interactions with people have been circulating social media. People feel as though the way he was behaving at that event is pointing towards signs that he could be using substances again. So that is why now Justin's rep is trying to say enough is enough. I want to put an end to these things. His rep said that the recurring narrative that Justin is using hard substances is absolutely not true. Instead, the source said that Justin is in one of the best places in his life. He's a dad. He's working on new music. He's getting ready to turn 31. The source said it's been a very, quote, transformative year for Justin, and that this past year he, quote, ended several close friendships and business relationships that no longer served him. This insider said Justin's priorities include supporting Hailey, their son, and taking care of his mental health while creating art he's passionate about. This rep for Justin said that the persistent narrative about Justin's mental and physical health is, quote, exhausting, pitiful, and shows that despite the obvious truth, people are committed to keeping negative, salacious, harmful narratives alive. I see some of y'all talking about his lack of sleep. Also, this rep is saying, Justin looks this way not because he's using hard substances, but because he just isn't getting enough sleep at night. This literally is one of the reasons the rep brought up for his recent appearance. His rep said that lately Justin has been spending a lot of late nights in the studio. He's also up throughout the night caring for his son. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I will say the part about this being a transformative year for Justin and him ending several close friendships and business relationships that no longer served him, y'all know I've been saying that for a while now. I feel like that has been the reason for a lot of the social media purging that we've been seeing. I've been saying I think that's a lot of the reasoning for these unfollowings. I think he is severing ties. I think he's been going through his records. I think he's gearing up to maybe fight back on some things that he feels like he's owed. So I kind of felt like that part of this report was honestly giving me a little vindication because that's a theory that I've been having this whole time. As far as the lack of sleep of it all, lack of sleep really can mess you up. Like, not sleeping enough really can be terrible for you. I remember, because I used to have to work overnight shifts when I did local news, and I remember when I would drive home after those shifts, one of my roommates would always be so worried about me because she's like, Madison, not sleeping is the equivalent to, when you're driving and you haven't slept, it can feel like driving when you're under the influence. Like, not sleeping really can mess with your brain, your body, your appearance. It can do horrible things to you. And he is a new dad, and he is in the studio, obviously, as the source said, working on things late at night. I will say I'm a little skeptical on whether or not Justin is the one getting up with the baby at night. Like, I just feel as though that is crazy to me that they don't have a night nanny. They are Justin and Hailey Bieber. I figured if this lack of sleep is really affecting Justin to the point that it appears to be affecting him, I'm surprised that him and Hailey aren't taking measures to make sure they're the healthiest they can be for baby Jack. But maybe that's not what they're about. Maybe Justin's like, no, I want to be the one getting up in the middle of the night. I want to be the one caring for my son, which if so, commendable. Commendable, commendable, commendable. I just, there is a little part of me that's like finding that a little hard to believe, but maybe. Joy said, come on. Joy, we're right here. Come on. Do you really think they're getting up in the middle of the night to take care of Jack? That was kind of my thought too. I'm serious. Are we going to talk about the viral Ari photo? Worried. Which one? I feel like there's been a lot of viral Ari photos. But yes, we can after we get through this Bieber discussion. Jelena is a Bieber fan. Jelena said, I do not believe Justin Bieber is taking hardcore substances. I believe Justin is going through something, but it wouldn't make logical sense for him to be doing that. Not unless he literally wanted to end his life. So I will say I agree. I don't think that Justin is like slipping back into his old habits. Okay, I genuinely don't believe he would ever let himself get to that again. Also, he's been seen smoking marijuana. Marijuana is legal here in California. It's not illegal. Do I think he's maybe dabbling in a few other things that people are allowed to microdose and get their hands on? Maybe. But do I think he's like slipping back into his old habits that were really, really bad? No. I just think there is something going on. And for a rep to be like, Justin's happier than he's ever been. He's in the best place of his life. That feels a little crazy because he looks stressed. He looks stressed. I wouldn't say when I see Justin Bieber, the first thing that comes to my mind is not, that guy looks like he is happier than he's ever been. I think there are some things going on. I think he's dealing with a lot. I think, maybe becoming a dad is resurfacing some things that maybe he didn't fully work through before, which is hard. Again, this is all just me speculating, but I don't think he's getting back into his old habits by any means. Miss Jackie X said, he took I'm working late because I'm a singer to heart. Wasn't he somehow connected to Essie in the past? Serena Carpenter, I know he's like commented on her stuff and wanted to work with her in the past, but I'm dead. I'm working late because I'm a singer. But I mean, and at this point I'm like, okay, so he is really taking this musical comeback seriously, which I'm ready for. I'm ready for. Delphine said, finding out your team did you wrong your entire career sucks. Delphine, 1,000,000%. I am with you on that. 1,000,000%, which is why I've been saying I think that that's contributing a lot to the issue. I feel like he has now kind of been going through things with a new perspective, a new outlook, and 1,000,000%. If you're at this point now, you're a father and you're realizing that a lot of these people who you trusted screwed you over in more ways than one, and maybe you're not in the place you might have wanted to be as a family, like, absolutely I would be pissed. That would be stressing me out. I would probably look as stressed as Justin Bieber if I were in that position. 1,000,000%. That's what I'm saying. I think there are a lot of things going on behind the scenes. I don't think he's slipping back into these old habits when he was in his like hardcore party days. I think he's going through something. I don't think it's necessarily that, which thank goodness it's not. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. But I do think it is a little bit more than lack of sleep because he's staying in the studio late at night and he's had a transformative year. You know, like, I think there's a lot of layers to that transformative year. And think about it, whenever you're kind of going through a time where you have to cut people off or you're realizing things about people that you might not have realized before, like that's a hard realization to come through. Robert said, I feel like Justin is just stressed out. T. And stress can do a lot of things on the body. Stress can do a lot of things. Unserious said, the one of Ariana in the open front dress, worried about her. It was black and pink. I feel like I don't know what exact one you're talking about, but if you're talking about worried about her like weight and physical appearance, I mean, a lot of people have been concerned about that, as you know. A lot of people have been questioning Ari's appearance, and she maintains that she is okay. But I see the differences from when she started Wicked to now. I think everyone can see that, and same with Cynthia Erivo as well. Also a little added Bieber tea, you guys, as far as Hailey is concerned. We have a new report from Us Weekly. The source said that Hailey is, quote, trying to be as supportive as possible. The source said, quote, it can be hard for Hailey, but she's always there for him and is understanding. This insider maintained that despite the online chatter, Justin is a great dad and he's very protective of Jack. So that's why I feel like there's some things that are bubbling up for Justin now that he's a dad that maybe he didn't quite work through in the past. Because that can happen. That can happen on a mental health front. Like Papa Hill will tell you that. A lot of times people who have struggled with their mental health, they'll kind of put up these walls where they're able to cope, and then their child turns the age that they were when maybe they experienced some things, and all of a sudden you're in a different mindset. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff going on with the Biebs, you know, and I feel for Hailey too. That's a lot for Hailey, you know, making sure you're a supportive wife, making sure you're a good mom. You're also running a business. Like, I know people obviously always love to criticize her, and y'all know I will always call out Hailey if it's necessary, but I also feel like that's a hard situation for her to be in as well. That's a lot of pressure for one person to kind of be the rock for so many aspects of their life. That's a lot. Let's see here. I saw Delphine said, would they interview together? Interested in that conversation? Probably not right now. Probably not right now. They have done a joint interview in the past. They did a Vogue interview shortly after they got married. But I don't feel as though they would do a joint interview right now. Rebecca said, I just feel like Justin's never happy, never normal. Those pics with the weird face gave me Britney Spears vibes. Georgina said, it's really hard to transition to parenthood. Sometimes those first 6 months can be rough. Fair. Also, hi, Gigi. I'm not a parent, so I feel like I can't attest, but I can only imagine that that is that's a hard transition. That is a hard thing to adjust. And so, again, sending Justin all the positive vibes, because clearly there's some things going on. I know his rep is doing their best to try to combat those rumors and combat the narrative, but I think we're going to hear more in the next coming weeks, and we're probably going to see more too. So it will be interesting to see kind of what happens from here. The rep has now addressed it, tried to put a kibosh on these conversations, these narratives, but knowing how the Bieber news cycle works, I think it's only going to fuel things, and we're going to be hearing more about Justin, and more things I think are going to start slowly trickling out about what's going on behind the scenes. Amy C said, being a parent reminds you of the trauma you had as a child. It's kind of what I was saying too. And then Superstar Bella said, having a whole human who you are responsible for will make you reevaluate your entire existence. T. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead, move on. Sending the Biebers all the positive vibes. We're going to get into a little Selena tea and with a little Taylor and Travis. If you're here and haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. Y'all, quick Selena tea. She is a SAG winner officially. Only Murders in the Building won for Best Ensemble at the SAG Awards last night. Selena was not expecting the win. Her reaction was everything. Her reaction was priceless. She was like, we never win. This is crazy. Unfortunately, Martin Short and Steve Martin weren't there because they have COVID. They got that from the SNL 50 celebration that they were both a part of. But so excited for her. She looked absolutely incredible. Selena is slaying whatever she's doing. Keep doing it. She looked so good. I was so happy for her. So happy for her. Also, too, just a little heads up, TMZ caught some photos of Selena and Benny working on a new music video. They were filming in Anaheim this weekend, which is crazy because I was in Anaheim this weekend too. So once again, so close to crossing paths with Selena. They were filming a new music video. They were on set. We don't know what song this music video is allegedly for. We just know they were filming something. It's likely a new music video for a song on the album that they have coming out next month, here in just a couple of weeks. So that's super exciting. Gigi said, did we discuss that Selena's song is to a female friend, not Justin? We briefly talked about the song when I posted a pop-off before the song came out. She tried to kind of put a stop to those rumors right away, because even when she just announced the title of the song, people were jumping to conclusions. But yes, just to clarify one more time, Selena's song with Gracie Abrams, Call Me When You Break Up, is not about Justin Bieber. Never was, never will be again. Like, Selena is not going to write a song about Justin Bieber. Also, again, Benny Blanco is writing all of this new music with Selena Gomez. Her current fiance is not going to help Selena write a song about an ex-boyfriend. I personally think the song is really good. I love the song. It has been in my freaking head all weekend long. It's so good. I love Gracie Abrams. My only complaint is I wish it was longer. It's like a quick 2-minute in and out. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was so good. And to Gigi's point said, oh, I think it's genius. It did get people talking. It did get people talking, I guess. But I also think the song is just good. Like, the song is so cute, so catchy. I think also too, I know it is written about a friend, but like, you could leave it up to interpretation, which is also so fun. So, you know, like, interpretation, not, I mean, is she singing about Justin? When I say leave it up to interpretation, I mean, you can interpret the song how it relates to you. I think that's something that Taylor Swift has done so well with her music as well. And I feel like that is applicable to this song too. Like, however you want to apply Selena's song, Call Me When You Break Up, to your life, you can, because it's catchy, it's good. Her and Gracie sound amazing together. And I gave it a 12 out of 10. Also, Patricia, hello, all the way from Trinidad. Good night, sleep sweet. Moving on. Let's go ahead and really quick end on a little Taylor and Travis tea. If you guys are here and haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. I wanted to just fill you guys in on an interview that Jason Kelce did on the Steam Room podcast recently. And he was asked about, you know, when he found out that Travis was dating Taylor. Obviously, because we've kind of now heard Kylie Kelsey's point of view from the Call Her Daddy interview. Now we are getting Jason Kelce's point of view from the Steam Room podcast interview. And Jason said that he remembers the first time Travis said that him and Taylor were hanging out. And Jason said he remembers being like, are you kidding me? That's insane, but awesome for you. You know, Travis is always going out and meeting new people, but this felt pretty big. And then Jason said he quickly realized that Taylor was very different from any other girl that Travis had previously been seeing, hanging out with. Jason said, quote, what felt different was just the way he talks about her and talked about her from the moment he was with her. You could tell how much he really, really liked her right from the get-go. And I think that the level early on of that was something very eye-opening to me when we first had discussions. I love that. What felt different was just the way he talks about her and talked about her from the moment he was with her. You could tell how much he really, really liked her right from the get-go. And I think that the level early on of that was something very eye-opening to me when we first had discussions. Y'all, if I didn't already love Jason and Travis, oh my God. I loved this interview. I loved what Jason had to say. I also think it's good for the haters who, you know, have been skeptical of Travis and Taylor from the beginning. Like, clearly from the get-go, as Jason said, this relationship has felt different on Travis's side, on Taylor's side. And just hearing that little piece of insider info, like, made me swoon. I loved it. I feel like that's how you want someone who you're head over heels about to talk about you. You know, I personally would want to hear my boyfriend's brother be like, he knew from the get-go that you were different. I could tell right away. Like, that's what you want to hear. So I think that's really sweet. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Unserious said Jason and Travis are giving Drake and Josh energy. I don't know. That's like Drake and Josh energy in a bad way or a good way? I feel like that's not a bad thing. I didn't watch too much Drake and Josh though, so let me know. Jocelyn said, I don't know if it's delusional, but Taylor and Travis seem bound to be engaged. Do you think they would announce an engagement? I think they're on their, in a good way. Okay, good, I'm serious. I think they're working their way towards that. I think Taylor would announce an engagement. I think she might pull a Selena and announce like several months after the fact. You know, Selena reportedly got engaged in August, didn't announce it on her Instagram till December, but was in control of announcing it. Yes, there were engagement rumors. If you remember, around that time, we had kind of clocked that they might be engaged. I think we were on a 90-10 percentage of like 90% they are, 10% maybe they're not. I don't think we're at that point with Taylor and Travis yet, but I think we're hopefully getting close. And again, I think that she will announce, like Betty says this all the time, like we know that this has always been one of Taylor's end goals is to be married. So I do think that she will announce her engagement. I just don't think it will be in real time or right away. I think it'll be a little bit of a break in between. Just because I think they'll want to celebrate that with just them knowing for a little bit. Although I don't know how well they'll be able to keep that under wraps, you know, honestly, because I feel like once some people on the outside circles get a whiff that they're engaged, that news will probably go public pretty quick. I'm serious. So Tavis got engaged before she put him on her stage. You think? So you're saying you think they're already engaged, secretly engaged? I don't know. Mrs. Blythe said, Madison, did you see that supposedly Taylor is going to be one of Selena's collabs after all? Y'all, I have been clowned so many times hoping for a Taylina collab, okay? I have thought the Taylina collab was coming so many times before that I've had to wear a clown nose one too many times. One too many times. So I will not believe that we are getting a Taylina collab until I am hearing it with my own 2 ears, because I've gotten my hopes up one too many times. Also, hi Dee. I didn't see you pop in, but I wanted to say hello. I saw you pop in. So that's where I feel about that. I've gotten tricked one too many times, but obviously always very hopeful that one day we'll get one. But you guys, this was such a fun happy hour hang. I feel like we got into a lot of tea. I'm glad we had time to fully discuss and dissect everything going on with the Biebers today. So I'm so happy we were able to get together. We were able to get into this. If you're after watching this right now, please let us know your thoughts on everything down below. If you're a member who's after watching, make sure you let us know your thoughts in the group chat. Definitely make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. If you're new here, please stick around, hit that subscribe button, and come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday when we do our happy hour hang. If you're still here, Pinky promised me that I will see you on Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. You guys make sure you're following me on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on TikTok at I am Madison Hill with 2 D's. Members, you know, I'll see you in the group chat. If you're considering joining the membership, definitely do it. You will not regret it. It is so much fun. And on that note, you guys, I will see you all Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye, guys.